Are you pooping every day? That is actually a sign of a sick, unhealthy digestive tract. Now, hear me out. You got to think I'm crazy. You're like, what? I poop every day. No, because you're supposed to be pooping every time you eat. Now, for me, I dove into this topic as I figured one time I was constipated. I had went one time that day thinking I was fine. And come to find out, I needed to be going every time I ate. Hi, I'm Carly Schroeder, functional nutrition coach, personal trainer, and your fertility coach. And I am so excited to talk to you guys about poop. It's a great topic. Our poop tells us so much about how well our body is filtering, how it is effectively getting rid of the toxic waste we don't need. So, here is the process that I took to handle and tackle constipation. So, constipation doesn't only affect me, people, it also affects millions of people. And it's not talked about enough. Some of my friends and family will say that they've even not pooped for a week at a time. That is mind boggling to me. It's time to get yourself regular, get yourself pooping. And I promise you, you're going to feel a hell of a lot better when you're not constipated anymore. So let's dive into some of these tips. So, when the body doesn't eliminate daily, it actually becomes toxic. Bowel movements are supposed to be regular, they're supposed to be soft, they're supposed to be easy to pass. And it should happen like a clock as soon as you're ready to eat the next meal, if not right after you've consumed a meal. And if this isn't happening for you, then I would say that you have constipation. And persistent constipation is definitely a red flag that we need to look into. But first, let's talk about some of the symptoms, the common symptoms of constipation, so you can start to really feel into, does this pertain to me? So, the lack of bowel movements. We're thinking 1 to 3, maybe if you eat 4 meals a day, then 4 times a day. If you are straining to eliminate, if you have hard stools, or you're not feeling like you are fully eliminated after each bowel movement, if you have fatigue and brain fog, or aches and pains in the body, or this one gets me, if you get chronic headaches, these are actually all symptoms of constipation. So, what are the causes of constipation? Like, why am I not going that often? Well, the reasons why it's a wide variety and dependent on each person. It could be from food allergies or sensitivities. Lactose is a common issue. It could be a leaky gut or damaged mucosal lining in the intestines. It could be from impaired digestion and absorption of the nutrients that you are eating. It could be from parasites, prescription drug use, dehydration, or not enough exercise. It could be your circadian rhythm is out of whack. It could be a lack of sunshine. It can be stress and anxiety induced. It could be a cause of a mineral deficiency like magnesium. It could be to a bigger underlying issue like SIBO. Or it also could be a thyroid or a hormonal imbalance that's causing constipation. So, how can you manage to treat constipation? Let's start with lifestyle choices. So, you're going to want to incorporate more exercise into your normal day. Some examples of this is like picking the parking spot that's the furthest away from the door when you're going to run errands, or waking up and establishing a new morning routine and doing some yoga, some gentle twists. If you guys haven't ever done yoga before, then jump on my channel and join. There's yoga for beginners, there's yoga for all kinds of sorts. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. There's no reason for you to not jump in and just get some twists and some movement in your body to really help the bowel movements move along in the intestines. And some other options, if you're feeling really incredibly backed up, is to dive into some enemas. Whoop, now I said it, enemas. Did that freak you out? It freaked me out. I was like, there's no way this is good for me. And me being a curious student, I was like, I have to try, right? I have to try. I need to see if I feel any different after I've done an enema. And I do see a purpose for this as a routine way of making sure that you're in your most ideal health and state. Some other things that you might consider are different supplements to help keep you regular, such as magnesium, such as slippery elm, such as digestive enzymes, such as aloe vera, such as marshmallow root, psyllium husks, and vitamin C. And lastly, after you start making these dietary changes, increasing fiber, being mindful when you do that, you also increase your water intake at the same time. Otherwise, you can cause more constipation. Some of the functional testing that I have found to be really helpful and insightful is IgG sensitivity testing, a comprehensive stool test that checks for candida and parasites, organic acid tests, a hydrogen breath test, and a full thyroid panel all can give you a lot of information about why this is reoccurring. So constipation doesn't need to be a chronic issue, and it really is giving you the insight that something needs to change in your lifestyle habits and the food that you eat and your stressors. All of these things have a huge impact in how we're able to digest. With the right approach, you can start to get some relief and get down to that root cause. And I can honestly say, as this literally just happened to me the other day, I was feeling myself just getting really tense and feeling just like overwhelmed by life. And I sat and breathed and I sat and relaxed and I sat through meditation and I just kept asking my body, what is it that you need? What is it that you need? And I started to allow this stress and tension releasing from my body. And the next morning, I had an incredible bowel movement. I didn't even realize that I was holding on, literally holding on to that stress and anxiety, which was creating that constipation. So if you don't have these stress techniques to help yourself unwind and get yourself into a more relaxed state, you can watch this video, a meditation, to help you learn how to breathe, learn how to relax, learn how to drop back into your body. And over time, you'll develop your own techniques that work great for you. But for me, I have found that with relaxing, less stress, eating slowly, being mindful to drink enough water to hydrate, that's a big deal in my world as I have 3 little kids 4 and under crawling on me all the time. Being mindful to put my health first, put myself first, getting myself into that ideal state, and always using how I'm feeling, my bowel movements, looking in the toilet, asking questions, and leaning in how I can start to regulate and be in the best possible state. So I hope you guys take some of these tips home. Try to see if you get some alleviation from doing any of these things, whether it's testing or adding in some of these supplements or the daily exercises such as movement, walking. All of these things can have a big impact in relieving yourself from constipation. And now I'm sitting here trying to rhyme this. The more you know, the more you go. And maybe that's the case here for you. The more you know, the more you go. Try to put some of these things into your day today, tomorrow, and this week. Leave a comment below. I'm excited to hear what helps you get some relief. If you haven't done so already, like these videos, subscribe, comment, be an active participant, and I can't wait to jump back in and talk more on gastrointestinal health with you guys.